Hello.
And welcome back
To Wine
Liars.
and Beer. I'm Amy.
And I am Dina.
And this is episode 42.
Yes. 42.
Yeah. It's a weird number.
It is a weird number.
I think when I was
all
younger,
the 40s are like weird.
I don't know, but for some reason, as I'm saying this number, I'm thinking that was like my favorite number when I was a child.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I think,
number?
I'm going to say, when I was young, I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, and I think when I became knowledgeable of like numbers and age, she was probably 42.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think I used to say, "How old are you?" You know, when you're young, like age is like a big thing. I think I started asking her how old she was and recognizing the fact that age was a thing when my grandma was 42.
Oh, that's so funny.
42 became my favorite number.
Oh,
for a long time. For a long time.
I'm impressed that you remember that.
I don't know, dude. Like a memory was just triggered as we were like talking about the episode number. So. I don't think about it that often. I never even play 42 in my lotto.
You should.
That's probably why I'm not winning.
You should.
I'm not playing my lucky number.
Yeah.
So tonight we
Now we ventured
out. We did.
For once.
I know, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I like feel good about it though. I really do. I remember like us doing this like twice a week.
Yeah.
Now,
I know.
It's like a big deal. Planning and everything to like make it happen. So we went to the new Patchogue Beer Project, which was, to be honest, quite impressive. Yeah, I was impressed.
I liked it.
I mean, it was new. It was small scale. It had the feels of a brewery for sure. I definitely felt familiar, but on a smaller scale.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
like I didn't feel uncomfortable at all, and the people there were nice.
And it wasn't empty.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't crowded, but it wasn't empty for Saturday. It's a fifth day. It was open.
Yeah. Well, they opened last Saturday.
Yeah,
and it's Thursday.
And they had a 12 variety menu.
You could buy things by the glass, or even like bigger than a glass. And then
it was tasting. You could taste for free.
Yeah.
You get a flight. So 4 trial, like what are they, 4 ounces?
Yeah, tiny. Not tiny, but like
4 for $10.
Yep.
Glass, which looked to be about 8 ounces.
Yeah, those were those short stubbed glasses.
And a pint for was an option, 16 ounces.
Yeah.
And then you can take home. I don't
a
know if
growler
you can drink
or
them.
whatever. Yeah.
What is that 32 ounce one called? The can? Like the
that's the
can?
yeah.
So you had like 2 other options. So it was your typical brewery situation, or even cider, like orchard situation, because I feel like it's the same at the cider places as well.
Yeah, they had one cider on the menu, and they say overheard the bartender say that one will change often. I guess they'll do local things.
Yeah, it was a guess. What was it?
Wolfer.
So that's an out east.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before. It sounds familiar, but I can't like place my finger on it.
It was a dry rosé cider. It was pretty good.
And they had a winter ale, which you tried.
Yes, that was good.
What did you...
I did not like any of my tastings,
Did
actually.
you feel the spice in it? Or I'm surprised they released the holiday ale because they didn't open until after the holidays.
Yeah, I guess winter.
A winter.
Yeah.
Right.
But, it was dark. Definitely a dark beer, but not... It wasn't like one that I couldn't drink.
Or so it wasn't difficult.
Yeah.
Easy Sweezy.
That one
NEIPA was 8%. You didn't realize it was 8%.
No, but I did read on their Facebook people recommended that one, so that's why I got it.
I wonder if they recommended it for the taste or the alcohol content.
I don't know.
Remember we did that once? We were at Taproom.
I couldn't drink it though.
The golf tournament was going on.
Yeah.
Right? People were like wasted all around us.
Yeah.
So we're like, we're just going to have one drink here, so let's get the highest alcohol content.
But it was rough, right?
It was.
Yeah.
It was. That one didn't feel like that?
No.
The Dodge City, that's a double IPA, that's 7.4. I had that one.
Okay.
I definitely, even after the 4 ounces, I think that was my first one that I had. So my first 4 ounces was of that 7.4, and I felt that oncoming of a buzz after the first drink. So it definitely did what it
was supposed to.
Yes. Wits End we didn't get.
I got that the second flight.
Oh, okay, you did? All right, so what was that? That's a Belgian wit. What the heck is a wit?
It was light.
Okay.
So it was good.
I've never heard of it before.
I never heard it either, but it was a light beer.
I like the name, Wits End. That's us today.
That's why I got it.
It's like a Thursday. Like, home day wasn't any, solids this week. It's like, when is it going to be over? I did get the Seeing Double. It's just a regular Belgian, 6.2 ABV. And to be honest, I guess it wasn't that different than anything I've ever had before because I don't remember it.
Okay, so it wasn't bad, but it wasn't.
No, the Dodge City, the second I started drinking it, reminded me of
Blue Point,
right? Yes, the second. The smell, everything about it.
Yeah.
I did a lot of smelling tonight. I don't
know
if you noticed. I was smelling like crazy. So I think the Seeing Double was just like your typical tap craft beer. Did you get Pipe Dream?
What number is that?
7.
I think so.
Golden Ale?
Yeah.
Another one that's just not memorable. I did get the Patchogue Stout. That was a dark one.
You liked that, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Which is weird for us because we're not stout or dark beer drinkers.
Dark beer. It was very smooth.
Yeah.
It didn't feel aggressive or anything. Cherry Grove I loved.
Yeah, you got that.
It reminded me of Sam Adams Cherry Wheat, but better.
Okay.
It was like Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. I could probably drink one of those.
Yeah.
Being that it was a 4 ounce and it was the third tasting, maybe that altered my perception of it a little. I don't know because I already had the beer palate in. But it was definitely a smoother version of the Cherry Wheat.
Okay.
And that's a double with cherries. DUBBEL. No.
I'm not familiar with the.
We haven't. I mean, these are all new to us, and we're beer drinkers, or we were for a while. Meandering. That's the Mandarin Ale. Yeah. I got that the second time, and that one smelled
so good. It smelled like candy.
Oh my god, it smelled so good.
Yeah,
it was so good. If I would have started with that, everything else would have been disgusting after because that was so good.
I got the cider. We drank every single beer on this menu.
Are you sure we did get the Mosaic, the number 2?
Maybe I did because there's 12 beers.
And
we got 3 flights.
Beers.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. So we tried all 12. So we're pretty good critics. Yeah. I mean, we could take our word for it. So
I didn't hate any of the. I didn't hate anything I drank.
The cider was good, but it wasn't as sweet. You said,
but I don't like
listed
sweets.
As a dry rosé.
Yeah, I don't like sweet cider.
So it was good for you. And the Nitro Hazelnut Coffee was brewed with the bean of Patchogue. Coffee, beans, or whatever, and I don't know what kind of beer it is, but it doesn't matter. It smelled delicious, it tasted delicious, and it totally sparked my enthusiasm for us to visit the Bean for the first time ever.
And we did that at 8:30 at night.
Coffee and rainbow cookies.
We're looking at these rainbow cookies.
So I got the something brittle, macadamia brittle latte.
Yeah.
I drank it pretty much on the way home. My cup is empty.
Mine is.
My cup empty. Not runneth over. It was that good. If you are a Starbucks drinker,
I said this is better than Starbucks.
It is better than Starbucks.
Yeah. And I got just the caramel macchiato.
And there are times where we've been places where we get their specialty drinks, like their specialty coffee drinks.
Yeah.
And it doesn't equate to Starbucks.
No.
This surpasses Starbucks.
Yeah.
Which is scary because 2 cookies and a small coffee was $8.75.
Yep.
I cannot.
The only good thing that is going for us now is that the parking is limited, so we won't be going there all the time.
And I think the last 2 weeks on my way to do the podcast, I asked if you wanted coffee from the Bean.
And you never stopped?
Well, no. I went to Dunkin' Donuts the one time. The other time I didn't go at all because you said you didn't want anything because it was so late. Remember the one I was coming over late? But
and now I'll be up all night.
For a small.
Yeah.
This is like a taste test.
Yeah. I was getting tired from the beer, and now I'm going to be up all night.
I was exhausted before the beer, tired from the beer.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I loved about Patchogue Beer Project was the fact that you can order local burger.
Yeah, that was so crazy to me.
The bar, they deliver it through a window.
Yes.
A local burger.
It's the magic window.
Magic. The one disappointment I have is I guess we didn't order correctly.
Yeah, we must have just said burgers.
They have a Patchogue Beer Project burger, which I really, really, really wanted to try.
You know what I just wanted? I wanted that ranch, Chipotle ranch dressing that was on it.
But even the cheddar, just the whole combination. But we got two just plain burgers on buns with nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. No condiments, no nothing. And usually I cannot eat a burger without something.
Yeah. It was tasty.
And I was able to finish the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a struggle either.
No.
And it wasn't even like drunk hungry. It was kind of like...
I was hungry.
Yeah.
It was good.
But it was good.
Yeah.
We made it through. And the burger was bigger than the bun, which I love.
Yes.
Because then you're eating more meatless bread.
Yep.
And you know how we like meat. I'm dying to try this rainbow cookie right now, though.
I know.
On our walk to the Bean.
Oh, you're
You have to eat a rainbow cookie.
Oh my god, it's so... Thank God we got the little ones.
I know. They have a big. Like, rainbow cookie cake.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get that one so I can eat it with a fork.
Wow.
Is it worth it? Was it worth it to walk all the way to the Bean?
It's very moist. And I hate that word. It's not bad.
I mean, as far as rainbow cookies go.
I think it's better than the bakery.
Oh my god, they gave us the old ones too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even give us the new ones. I saw where she pulled them from.
Yeah, from the counter.
Tray.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they were getting ready to close too. Trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
It's cake.
Not bad at all. And so, like, the colors are so prominent.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a pretty cookie.
Mm-hmm. I used to hate rainbow cookies, though.
Me too.
Like, I used to think they were repulsive, actually.
I honestly just started liking them, like, a couple months ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it was just the fact that there's jelly in them, because I'm not, like, a big jelly person.
Such a bare amount of jelly, though.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They just never were... I don't know, it was never my thing, but...
You know, I'll take them now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we made a phone call on the way to the Bean,
Mm-hmm.
getting our cookies, and we had to get coffee since we were going to the coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
And the person on the phone told us to be careful so we wouldn't get beat up.
Yeah. Apparently 2 girls got beat up. It wasn't, like, public knowledge, I don't think, or anything, but because we are close with certain law enforcement, they were informed that 2 girls got beat up, like, in Patchogue on the last weekend sometime. Like, around the same area we were in.
That, to me, is horrifying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a couple of things I'm not good at. And one of them is paying attention to my surroundings.
Mm.
I am so in my own moment that I'm never worried about people trying to get me.
I know. But it's like a real thing. It's a real thing.
And the scariest part of this situation is neither of us are competent in self-defense strategies.
Not at all.
So what would we do?
Well, the first thing I'm thinking is that we're not normally out. I think this happened at like 2:30 in the morning type of thing.
Okay.
We're usually home before then. And I feel like one thing we are smart about, which we might not even realize that we're smart about, is that we don't really venture off Main Street as far as side roads at all. You know what I mean?
Unless.
But when we do, it's still in areas that are populated with people.
Okay.
Like when we go to Patchogue out at night, we're not driving, so it's not like we're parking our cars in parking lots.
No, but there have been times when we would park wherever we could.
Mm-hmm. But I think over the past couple of months or years, when Patchogue has started to come really, like, booming, that's when a lot of unsafe things have been
That's
happening.
interesting. Because I used to think it was seriously unsafe.
But prior to the bars and restaurants.
Prior to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, it's scary.
I don't know if it's still there, but do you remember that wall? It was like in between a church and like, I guess near where the bagel store is. I don't know what's like actually on the end. But there's like that alleyway on the west end, on the east end.
By like Parabel over there?
Yeah. And there would be like a bubblegum wall.
Mm-hmm. It's like still there.
There's a, like, you park behind, like in that parking lot back there. I'm walking back there one night, there was a man, like, yeah.
Masturbating?
Yes. Yes. So there has been, like, experience, but it wasn't a beat up or, like, it was more like, ew, you're freaking disgusting kind of situation.
I know, but those are the people that have issues. Like, why are you masturbating in public?
Now they're turning, somebody said this to me. I don't even know if we've ever even addressed it, though, that this is an up-and-coming place, like neighborhood, and with up-and-coming comes the low. Yeah. So you have the up and you have the low, and the lows are coming because of the ups, meaning that they expect to get handouts.
There's a lot of people that walk up and down Main Street asking for money.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. There was actually one day recently over the summer, I'm not talking years now, I'm just talking months, where I was meeting colleagues for a team building experience.
Remember that,
and I was the first one there because I had parked we were doing, a couple of stops. So I parked where we were ending, thinking that's when it would be dark, and I was walking to the car by myself. And as I was walking to the start of it, and it was still early, and it was summer, so at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's extremely light out. On my way there, I was, approached for money several times. And then as I'm standing there, I could see them coming. So I actually hid in the store waiting for others to arrive. Yeah. But as I'm watching for others to arrive, I'm watching these people, like, actually take showers in the sprinklers. And, like...
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I know.
And we were recently in Austin, and you were talking about that one, like, section of Austin that...
where the tents are. And...
Yeah. They have, like, one street that they're allowed to be on without any trouble from the law. And if you walk by them, it is like a constant hounding. But that's it. Like those are heavily populated, patronized areas.
They're not allowed to be in the village of Patchogue doing that. Like, that is against the law.
All right. So how come they don't ask them to leave?
Because they do.
It isn't. Oh, so they have to see them to ask them to leave. Because it does happen, right?
Yeah.
It was in the village.
Yeah.
There was no...
Yeah, that's all the village.
It's crazy.
I know. It's craziness. But... yeah, so girls, just watch yourself.
I mean, and guys, too.
I know. Yeah.
Really, if you think about it. I mean they just happen to be the ones.
People get robbed a lot on Main Street and like, late at night. A lot of it's just, people are getting robbed.
It's so interesting.
Scary.
Gosh.
I know. So.
Even with there's people all over the place all the time.
Yeah.
We need to go out in another town. We need to do this to, like, assess what goes on in other towns late at night. Because I'm curious to know, because we have a lot of young people that come, and I'm just curious to know if that kind of situation happens elsewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now, actually, we just wasted 20 minutes of our podcast time, but we wanted to talk about something actually relevant to our initial purpose for this podcast. And it's about those liars. I guess it could be about the combination of wine and beer as well, because usually the hookup happens late night, right? The you up texts that come
at 2 in the morning
when you're supposed to date time, so like post dating time. And honestly, it kind of sucks to feel like the hookup. But how do you know if you're truly the hookup? How do you know? Are there, like, telltale signs, or are there behaviors? Or are there things that happen repetitively, which I guess could be a habit and not a behavior?
Yeah.
But what are the things that we would like try to say, all right, if you see these things, then you're a hookup. You're not a potential long-term
relationship.
You're not even a friend, right? Yeah. Because there's times when I would try to translate a hookup into a friend by saying, well, we're friends, so this is okay.
Yeah,
but meanwhile, the only time I'm hearing from this person is post-hangout time. So I think that's the number one sign.
Yeah. Are you hearing from them on a regular basis, or are you just hearing from them late at night, or, like, sporadically? Like, I could think of times where I hear from certain people once every couple of months.
What about the one time a week? Like, it would be Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it's a Wednesday. I'm going to hear from so-and-so today.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like a consistent behavior. Like, when you hear from them makes the determination of whether you're a hookup or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. The language of the text message.
What, you up is not like a relationship?
Or yo.
Yo.
Yo. The yo text.
Yeah.
All right, like yo rhymes with ho, and sorry, but that's not me. The language definitely, I feel like, makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I'm trying to definitely the yo or you up,
or the one word
WYD. What you doing?
Oh yeah, what you doing?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Are you out?
Oh.
I've gotten to that. Are you out?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're out, it's easy for you to just stop on your way home.
Where are you at?
Where you at?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I know.
Definitely. And this is all within the time constraints of I'm home.
Yep.
Where are you?
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking like 11 p.m. and after.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
11 p.m. is probably the safe time for them to start because you may still be out.
You want to plant the seed.
Yes.
And then if you are out, they're going to say, hit me up when you're on your way home.
Right. And it's never like, where are you? Let's meet up. I'm out too. No. I finally got out. Let's hang out together. No. I'll buy you a drink.
Hit me up on your way home and come over.
It's never like that. All right. The other thing, what about alcohol? Does alcohol come into play every single time? I'm going to say yes for me.
Okay.
Yes. Every single time I've gotten a hookup text. Now, I'm not talking like a...
But I'm alcohol on your side or their side?
Their side,
all right.
For sure.
All right.
For sure. That they're out drinking. And that's when I get the, hey, yo, you up.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Are you out?
Mm-hmm.
Every single time that they talk to you, alcohol is involved.
Yeah.
All right, so time,
and
vocabulary, and alcohol involvement.
Yes.
So far, we have 3. Now, this one veers off a little bit from those things because not that we're ever looking to hook up, but there's definitely been times where I've initiated the conversation.
Okay.
So how long it takes for the reply to get back to you may or may not determine.
Yeah, I guess that could go both ways because they could reply back fast if they're looking for something specific.
Right. So the reaction time and slow if they've already filled that slot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So how do you determine? Because that's a tough one to determine.
I guess if they just stop responding, then...
Well, if it's fast, it's like, oh, I've been waiting for you to text me. Like, oh, do they have some interest, or are you just a hookup?
It's probably just a hookup. It's probably just a hookup.
So disappointing.
Uh-huh. What's another one?
There's no brunch the next morning. Or breakfast.
But, you know what, like, I could even think of times where... No, I guess no. But I'm not really interested in, like, breakfast or brunch the next morning either. Or why am I staying there? Like...
You don't stay? I hate not staying.
Well, because then it's like...
Yeah. There's times that I don't. Don't get me wrong. And as I am reversing out of the driveway or listening to them pull their pants up from my house or whatever the hell is going on, I'm thinking, what the hell was I thinking? Because that's horrible. I mean, well, socially we've been, the seed has been implanted in our brains to think that you don't do that.
Yeah.
So in those situations, obviously, there's not going to be brunch or breakfast or lunch or whatever the hell time you're getting up from your all-night bender or whatever happened. It was your...
I'm like even trying to think of a time
Man or your
that,
hour man or whatever happened the night before. But I can't tell you a time where there has been breakfast involved.
No.
If it wasn't a relationship. So they all had to be hookups.
Yeah. I've had one where, like, we'd get up and be like, oh, let's go to the diner.
Oh, yeah?
But that was, like, I don't want to say it was a relationship, but it was someone that I was consistently hanging out with.
Really? Only. And did you actually get up and go to the diner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we loved the diner. Our first date was at the diner.
Really?
Yeah, that was, like, our thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It was funny because, like, when we first started talking, I knew him through somebody, like, I met him through somebody else, and we first started talking. He said, he was out. I think I was out too, but I was not in Patchogue. I was somewhere else. And he's like, but I wasn't like out drinking. I think maybe at a friend's house or something. And he's like, you want to pick me up? It's maybe like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And he goes,
early.
We'll go to the diner, get some food. And then we went to the diner. We got pancakes. And then I dropped him home.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So wait, that didn't start as a hookup then?
Nah, no.
All right. But did it turn into a relationship before a hookup or hookup and then
it
became a regular?
Definitely more on the relationship side, I guess. Nothing was ever like really
DTR.
Yeah, it was
so
like
annoying.
But he was the only one I was hanging out with. I was the only one he was hanging out with. And we were, like, texting nonstop prior to anything ever happening with us. But he would come over, like, we hung out 3 to 4 times a week, and he was sleeping over.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my parents would be downstairs for Sunday breakfast, and his car would be in the driveway. And they knew, like, so... It wasn't anything
surprising.
Like,
yeah. I thought it was a whore.
Yeah. Yeah. And like he came to family parties with me and things like that.
All right. I've had one experience where I got up super early and the person was like, "I'm so hungry." So I'm like, "All right, I'll go get you bagels." Wait, did I tell you? I think I did.
Yeah, I think I know.
It was like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm running to the bagel store for this person. And I'm like rushing because obviously who wants to be out alone at 5:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Park my car in this desolate, dark parking lot. I'm the first person at the bagel store. I'm running from my car to the door of the bagel store. And as I'm running, all of a sudden I see a lump on the sidewalk. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it took probably milliseconds for me to realize, but it felt like slow motion, baby. I see it. It's a freaking homeless person sleeping on the sidewalk. So I leap over him like a cartoon to get in the bagel store to buy this
guy.
What do you call them? Fuck boys.
Yeah, basically.
A bagel.
Yeah.
As I'm getting up earlier than I have to because I had work that day.
I know, but still.
I agree, but he didn't ever do any of that. And then there was another person when I got up, and they were like, should I make you pancakes or something? I'm like, no, I'm just going to go home.
Should I make you pancakes?
Should I make you pancakes or something?
And then there's times I think, because, like, more times than not, there have been times where I have been over other people's places. I personally would rather just come to my apartment because it's just easier and more comfortable for me. But
I'm not a big breakfast person.
Then I wake up the next day and I'm like, should I offer. First of all, I maybe have eggs in the fridge, like bread. That's about it. But or do I order?
DoorDash.
Do I like?
I say DoorDash.
I was gonna say, do I offer to like?
If you're hungry, I'll DoorDash. After the whole bagel store experience, I'm just DoorDashing breakfast.
But then I don't do it more than not. I don't do it.
Because you want them to go. You think?
I guess. And then I think after the fact, I'm like, yeah, that would have been nice of me to like offer something to eat the next day. But because I gotta tell you,
a lot of people do get
not
up and
for nothing. I'm thinking as we're like reading these or coming up with these different things, I'm just as guilty sometimes.
Yeah. Like to create call. And I was actually thinking that when I was designing the topic and when I would bring it up to you, like, do we create the hookup? Like, are they the hookup? Because do we really
There's times when, yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. I totally agree.
And then after the fact, I'm like thinking to myself, all right, you can go now.
So if he doesn't offer you breakfast, he's probably not that into you, yet we're not offering them breakfast, so we're just not that into them either. So I know they always get the bad rap, but
I know sometimes
I think but the thing is that they've created this feeling in us, I think. Because why should we get attached and why should we care when they're just that thing? I mean, they that's what we expect from them based on maybe one or two of our negative experiences. Yeah. So everybody that comes into our lives, we're thinking they're going to treat us like a hookup. So before they do that to us, let me do that to them. So I don't feel so terrible after it happens to me.
I think lately I have been more in tune with things like that because I don't even remember. I remember it was probably over the summer, maybe that was the last time that I initiated any type of hookup situation where I knew if this person was to come over and I was to hang out with him, I was not developing any feelings. Like, there was a sole purpose for why I wanted him to come over. And then, recently there was a situation where I guess it could have happened with somebody, but knowing me and my feelings for that person, that, they're more than just a hookup, they're a good friend, I didn't let myself go there because I knew how I would feel afterwards. Right. So I'm becoming more in tune with that.
Okay.
Which is weird.
Well, no, it's experience. I mean, that's what happens. You're supposed to grow and evolve.
Yeah, I guess.
Really? I mean, that's life.
I know, but it was that was the first time I felt that way. Where I was like...
Well, there's, like I said, I will put my car in reverse and pull out of a driveway and say to myself multiple times at the same house, what am I doing? Yeah. Or I'm never doing this again. And yet I'll end up back there. And I think, for sure, the last time I did that was the last time I was doing that. Because there have, again, just like you, there have been times with that particular person. It was easy. It was convenient. I knew what the outcome was. But it's just so unfulfilling. Yeah. It's not, it comes to a point where you're just like, it's not really the situation I want to be in. Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, all right. And I want to ask your opinion about this one because I'm not 100% sure I agree with it. Because like you were just saying, some of the hookups, there may be another level. Like the hookup, you can detach yourself from...
There is no conversation.
So none at all.
On certain ones, yeah.
So we had to talk to you about substantial things. I'm like hopes, dreams, family, life, what you're doing, anything like that.
That's kind of like going into a relationships.
But
friendship.
But I have had substantial conversations with people who don't want a relationship yet want
the hookup.
That. Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I guess there are different...
Which is, I have to say, hella confusing. I'm not going to deny that at all. Yeah. There is somebody in particular that I could think of right now where we could talk for hours and hours and hours about, I don't know, philosophical things and, the afterlife and, paranormal and all this stuff, and then not hear from him for a week after... that went down.
I know. And I guess coming back to this guy that I'm talking to now, I guess. We have conversation. We text each other, like we talk. It's small talk at this point. We know certain things about each other, and I think it's starting to evolve a little bit. I think when in the beginning I was holding back because, like I've been saying, he's young.
Yeah.
And, we're definitely in different stages of our life at this point, so it's hard to kind of relate that way. But I don't think I also let myself, give him a chance that way, Yeah, he is young, so he's definitely at a different stage, but who knows? The conversation may be great.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that one.
I don't think I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's flat out just a hookup, like you said, there's been times where there's nothing else but a hookup and you don't
Well, there's not even a hello.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
I'm telling you. And that's fine because, I know who those people are.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
And then another aspect is that's kind of questionable is that when you see them out,
yeah,
do they acknowledge you as a person or are they rude in person? So if he's rude to you in person, then he's just a hookup.
Yeah, the one person I can think of that is definitely, no doubt in my mind ever that it's just a hookup. It was just a hookup. It hasn't happened in a very long time. But, and then I think back to a more recent time where we were just talking about this earlier. We would go out together and we would go out for drinks or go out for something like a meal. But nothing ever, it was, then we would come back and hang out. We had conversation. We have mutual friends. It was just easy. It was
right.
Easy to hang out with him
right.
and it was fun. We had a good time.
Right.
We did things that I normally wouldn't do, but meaning out,
Right.
But obviously nothing came of that. So was that just a hookup?
I have to say, though, with this one, I can't think of any that have been rude to me in person.
Yeah.
I've never had one, write me off, I don't know you. Who are you?
Yeah.
It's either, civil and light, or just acting normal,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I have, one that I can think of in my mind is not rude, but we don't acknowledge each other in person, really. But then we would see each other, be in the same place at the same time, not acknowledge each other, but then when we would go our separate ways, I would then get a text message. You can't acknowledge me in person, but you're going to send me a text message.
Right. Right. And that's exactly the situation here,
mm-hmm.
is that they will be able to text you, but not actually see you.
That was just a hookup.
I mean, it's so hard to determine what is what because
mm-hmm.
there's so much gray area.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is black and white.
And my hookups would last years. This isn't just a one-time done thing, really. It's Well,
I think that's what a hookup is. A one-night stand and a hookup, I think, are two totally different things. A hookup is someone that you go to for that primal satisfaction. There's no desire for a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there comes a time where you want something more than
mm-hmm.
just that. When you spend that much time with the person doing
mm-hmm.
that one thing,
you
kind of feel, I don't know, you question it. What, I don't know. At least personally I do. What is it? What am I doing? This is retarded.
I'm telling you, there was a point in my life where I probably could have said, what are you doing?
Right.
What is the purpose of this? This is craziness.
Right.
I mean, I'm kind of at a different part of my life right now where I'm I don't have a desire to be with multiple people.
Right.
Even if this one that I'm talking to now is just a hookup, it's the only hookup that's happening,
Right.
And other people, I've had opportunities, but I've kind of just passed them over.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I have done recently, too, is that I am responding with and sticking to it that, am I going to see you tonight? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm better than a booty call.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You know what? I might hook up with you, but there's going to be a prequel to the hookup from now on. Like, you're going to buy me a meal, take me out for a drink, or do something because it's just so, it's not satisfying. It's not satisfying. No. Again, I'm not against a hookup, but there's going to be some kind of substance to it from now on. There's going to be substance to it. A movie. Like, I don't even care if it's on a couch somewhere, but it's not going to be a, are you what? Yeah. Are you coming over? Yeah. You know, I'm already in bed with the lights out kind of situation. Not happening anymore.
No, and you know what I've been doing lately? If that text message does come through, I don't even respond to it. And I still don't even do it.
And how long before you don't respond to it does it stop? Like, is it still going on?
No, I haven't gotten one of those in a while, like, you up type of text message.
So it didn't take that long to send the message?
Yeah. I mean, because sometimes, I'm going to be honest, I'm sleeping, and I don't hear my phone when I'm sleeping.
Right.
You know, there's times when someone texts me at 10:45 at night, and I'm passed out. Like, last weekend, I was in bed by 11 o'clock both nights.
Beauty sleep. You need your beauty sleep. Yeah.
But, you know.
There's nothing wrong with sleeping. Yeah. Going to bed early.
You know, I can't hate on guys for being just hookups because, I mean, and this was about equal times. Yeah. I'm responsible.
It wasn't even hating on guys episode. It was more of a, if you want to know if this is what it is, that's what it is.
But it made my mind trigger that this is me sometimes.
Yeah.
Or a lot of times.
I think the reason why I think that happens is because I'm saying not you being like specific, but in a more general sense of the word, have been treated that way. So if you can't, what is it? If you can't, it's like
beat them, join them.
Well, be the player, right? Yeah. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yeah. So be the player, like, you know, get in the game. So I might as well get. And I remember consciously making that decision, like 3 years ago, saying, okay, because enough with the heartache and the heartbreak and the wondering if he's thinking about me and if he's going to call me and the waiting around the phone and not really harping on every text message, but hoping that it comes, and then. You know, getting upset or, you know, not crying over it, but being like, oh, and that was a disappointment. And then it coming and being excited that it come and play the game. And then it coming again and playing the game. And then realizing, oh, shit, I'm being played. Yeah. So it wasn't until that realization that I was able to make the decision to say, okay, I'm going to play too. Like, why is it a one-sided situation? So it's not hating on guys. We joined their game. Yeah. They established the game. They established the rules. They made the teams. And we just decided to get on, like, a champion team. Yeah. I'm going to play on your team. Yep. I'm going to play on the team. I'm going to play on the competitive nature that you're playing. And I'm not going to give you any more than you are asking for, really. And we're doing it without them even wanting it, like investing our feelings and investing our, you know, emotions and stuff like that. They don't want that, but it takes that heartbreak, and that like condescension to say, shit, I'm gonna be the player now. And you know what? It feels freaking good. It does. Yep. It feels good. There's been, I'm gonna say, 2 situations in the past year where I'm the winner. I'm the winner. Because I played the game, I walked away, and then I was asked to continue playing. Yeah. And I threw in the towel. Yep. You know, I have the belt. I'm going to keep it. Yeah. We're not going back in the ring. No. We're done. Yeah. No rematch here. I'm the winner, and you're going to have to suffer with the fact that I won. Yeah. They may have won before. Which got me the rematch. I won this match, though. But this time, I'm walking away the winner. Yeah. So they established it. So we're not knocking them. We're just saying we're not that damsel in distress. No, like, we're not sitting home crying over you or whatever. Now, if the only situation where this could be different is if we vest feelings or emotion into somebody thinking it's a potential for a relationship, and then they play this, then that's when we become the victim.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a harsh word.
But that's a bit horrible feeling, too.
Right.
Yeah.
So here I am looking for a relationship. Now I have my hookups.
Yeah.
Like, I've established them. I put them on the bench or whatever. We bench those people. Now I'm in the game and I'm looking for something substantial. We find that substantial thing and we're like, oh, this could really work. And then those different things start to surface.
Yeah.
No breakfast. No conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But then you, like, pretend you don't notice these things because you're like, all right, maybe I'm thinking too much into this.
And
then you let it go still.
Yes, I'm going to wait it out.
Which gets your feelings deeper into it, and then it's worse.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a definite, it's a definite strategy game. It's a game. And no matter, people say, I don't have time for games, I'm an adult, I'm not playing around.
Oh my God.
It is.
We all play games.
It is.
Yeah. Life is a game.
Yeah.
Life is a game. Yeah.
There's no way that we're getting through this without having some sort of play, but it's just what it is.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Well, that was a good conversation.
Yeah, it was a pretty good topic. I don't want to be the hookup.
No.
Yet I'm willing to have a hookup.
I only want to be the hookup when I'm initiating the hookup.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can. What's the opposite? I can be the pole.
Yeah.
Is it hook? I could be the line. Yeah. You have to be the hook. I have to be the.
Was that a real?
Yeah, you can't be like that.
Yeah.
It's just got to be the other way around.
So, all right. We got some big, exciting things coming.
Yeah, we do. We have another sponsor in the works.
Yes.
We haven't chosen our podcast taste party yet.
No.
So we're waiting to do that.
We got some ideas.
Yes. We have people begging to come on and talk to us.
They don't even want me talking about topics. No. They're like, no, don't do that. Don't talk about it this week. We could do it next week.
Right. I know. We, being kind of narcissistic and selfish right now because, I mean, it's not necessarily that we want to monopolize the conversation, but we want to monopolize our time.
Yeah.
Like, my time is valuable and I have this slot, and if you can't make it, then too bad, so sad. You're gonna be put on the back burner. Yep. So I mean, it's January. We're back in the game. We're rolling along. We've seen some improvements. We've got potential sponsors, guest parties in the works. So hopefully, over the next 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks are still on the decline as far as mental. This is a whole other conversation, but we've been talking about how we've just been feeling like really low lately. But that just reminded me, I just read an article about the science of January. January is the slope month. It is the most high depression month.
Okay.
Like, it has the highest rate of depression in January for the next 2 weeks. And after that, it's all uphill.
I've just been so emotional.
Me too. Like, I'm not a crier, and I've cried several times this week.
Yeah, like... I've been actually just angry at certain things.
Yeah, but the anger turns into emotional flood. Gates opening twice. Well, the one was anger. This one was more like heartstrings. But I think that this is because it is considered the most depressed month of the year. And starting at the 21st, which I'll bring up next week, and we'll get into that more then, because it's a whole another conversation. But you know where we are. We're on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter
and Facebook and Spotify.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite now. Yeah, that's why I've been like picking up all my podcasts.
Me too. Podcasts and playlists.
Yeah.
I got a throwbacks jam playlist. I think we should
make a playlist.
Sure.
We gotta put that on our bucket list.
And we're gonna do merchandise.
Yeah, we're gonna open up a little shop. You can start buying merch from us because
it's going to be fun. I'm excited for that. Let's get on that soon.
We'll definitely stickers, mugs, pint glasses, wine glasses, t-shirts, of course. And we're setting it up, and we'll let you know when the grand opening of that is. Always DM, message, email, wineliarsofbeer@gmail.com. You could go to wineliarsofbeer.com and hit the contact us button. Follow, rate, review. The reviews are amazing. Like, keep them coming.
Yes.
On any platform, really. iTunes is probably the most important, though, because that like gives us like standings in different places.
And we've been on top of our postings, so
yeah,
we've been good.
Yeah. So
back in the game.
We're trying to engage with you.
Yes.
We'd like to see engagement from you. And until next week,
bye.
Bye.